welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my August favorites. I've tried so many new products this month. I feel like I never really get to sit down for a month or a couple weeks at most and just try out a bunch of new things I've been hauling recently. So this was a big month of me trying new drugstore products and rediscovering products that I've had in my collection for a while that I just fallen back in love with. I have a good mix of things of makeup and some skincare products, and I also have a couple misses this month which really suck, but I wanted to let you guys know what just didn't work out for me this month as well, on top of all the things that I've been absolutely loving. So if you want to see the products that I fallen in love with for the month of August, then just keep on watching. So I want to start out with face powders because this was super exciting for me. I discovered an old favorite and I also discovered a brand new product from the drugstore that I was actually quite surprised by. So the first one I wanted to talk about today is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores HD powder. This has been a long time favorite of mine. I've had it in my collection for a super long time, but I decided to pull it out this month just because it's perfect for the summer months. If you have a lot of pores and texture on your face, this is just gonna erase it. It's nuts. This is the loose powder. I know they have a pressed powder which a lot of people prefer. I like the loose powder a lot more because I actually feel like it gets into my pores and it gets into my texture. It makes it a super nice flawless base for all the rest of the powders that are going to go on top of it. So I absolutely love this. I think it's amazing. I've been going through this non-stop, so I'm definitely going to be repurchasing this very soon once I'm out, but this is a beautiful product. If you haven't tried the Bye Bye Pores line from IT Cosmetics, it's amazing. You can find it at Ulta and it's definitely one of my favorites this month. The other powder I wanted to quickly mention, I actually hauled this in my drugstore haul. This is the L'Oreal Hydra Perfecting Loose Powder. I was so surprised. I mentioned in that haul that I've never heard anyone talk about this. I've never seen it in the drugstore because I found it on Walmart.com, so I think it's an exclusive to Walmart, but this is a beautiful powder. I set my under eyes with this for about a week or so and I loved the way it looked under my eyes. It looked beautiful. It gives like a nice natural matte finish, so it's not super heavy under the eyes. I think the name really speaks for itself because it says Hydra Perfect. It feels very loose and kind of cooling actually, but it is mattifying and it does look beautiful under the eyes, so I'm loving this. I haven't tried it for the entire face, but it is gorgeous to bake with and it's also been one of my absolute favorites. This month I really tested myself to find more drugstore products that I love and I can recommend to you all that are very similar to high-end products that I love. So I pulled out this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Contour and Highlighting Palette and I just fell back in love with this when I tried it the first time. I absolutely loved it and I don't know why I haven't pulled it out since, but it is a beautiful contour powder from the drugstore. I have both light and medium. The light one is a way too gray toned and ashy on my skin tone, so that's why I actually like the medium one more. It pulls more warm toned, but it doesn't look orange or too unnatural on the skin, so that's kind of what I'm wearing now. It looks gorgeous. It blends out so nicely. I don't really use the highlighting powder in this duo, but the contour powder is absolutely beautiful. It's just so nice and natural looking. It's not super pigmented where you can overdo it, so it's really nice to build up if you do like more of a natural contour, or you can build it up if you do like more of a strong in your face contour, which I love. So I've been loving this and I think it's a great dupe for a lot of the high-end contour powders out there. I think it's really hard to find a good warm toned contour powder from the drugstore that's not super orangey. So this one is a winner in my book and I'm really glad I rediscovered it. This has been a really big blush month for me. I've been wearing so much blush and different kinds of blush. I typically stick to my favorites that are in my little acrylic organizer back there, but this month I've been really testing out new products and finding old favorites that I just wanted to rediscover. The first one is by MAC. This is the Margin blush and it's a frost finish. This is so beautiful if you like a shimmery but still like orangey, peachy, bronzy toned blush. It's so pretty. That's what it looks like right there. It just looks absolutely beautiful on the cheeks when you really want like a nice sheen that I have going on right now. It's so beautiful. This is one of my first blushes from MAC because I feel like this is one of the cult favorites that everyone recommends if you like a really nice sheeny luminous glow to your cheeks. This has a beautiful neutral undertone to it, so it's gonna look good on a bunch of different skin tones, so it's super universal. And if you haven't tried MAC blushes, they're absolutely beautiful. This next product I screamed when I saw it on Instagram. Not really screamed, internally screamed. This is the new Morphe blush palette in 9N. If you could make a blush palette and have my name written on it, this would be it, because I feel like there's so many blush palettes out there that have so many bright pops of color and I'm just not really into those things on an everyday basis or when I want to travel. I like to stick to my neutrals, my mauves, my bronzes. So this palette again has my name written all over it. This is actually what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing these two colors on my cheeks. They have a little bit of a luminous glow to it, so this middle one has a little bit of a sheen to it, which is what I'm loving right now. As you can tell, there's a theme going on with my blushes. I just love a luminous glow. But this is so pretty. These are so pigmented. I do have the other blush palette. I think it's the 9B palette, their original one. I just like this one so much more. That one has a lot of reds and pinks and corals in there. So if you like those kinds of colors, or if you are a makeup artist and you want more colors for your kit, this is a great option. But this, for the everyday person like myself, is absolutely stunning. I'm so obsessed with this. So this is probably my favorite product of the month. I just cannot get enough of this. I've been wearing it ever since I got it, and I mentioned it on Snapchat, and I feel like everyone should have one of these in their collection because the pigmentation is amazing, the colors are absolutely beautiful, the formula is super buttery and glides on the skin really nicely, and the colors are bomb. I feel like it's never a favorites video for me if I don't mention a highlight. So the first one is actually the one I'm wearing right now. I'm not like in love with this, but I wanted to mention it because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like a super in your face highlight like I do sometimes. I mean, like, all the time. I did not get this look just using this powder. I actually had to spray my setting spray and then kind of pack on this product. This is a nice natural product if you like a luminous natural glow. This is the BH Cosmetics Illuminate by Ashley Tisdale in the color Shimmering Sand. It's pretty. It looks like a MAC packaging. I love the packaging. BH Cosmetics stepped it up. I'm super excited. This was like, I want to say between $9 and $11, so it's a little bit pricey for BH Cosmetics, but it is really, really pretty. They have this color and they also have more of a bronzy tone one, so if you are a deeper skin tone, they do have a shade for you. This is like a really nice kind of shimmery neutral toned color. As you can see it from back there, but it's just, I don't know, when you put it on with a brush, it's not super intense at first. Again, I had to layer my setting spray and then go back in with my A23 brush from Anastasia and then pack it on a little bit more. Again, it's beautiful if you like that luminous glow from within look that's just very natural looking. It is super, super pretty. I love the packaging. I did get the highlight intensity that I wanted today by doing a little extra steps, so I do like it. If you love a natural highlight, this is perfect for you, and it is super affordable. And now for a highlight that is completely different. This is very pigmented, super in your face, the perfect color in my opinion. This is the new Ofra highlighter in the color Rodeo Drive. This is like the bombest highlight I've tried. It's so good. It's so buttery. You can see just how much dimension it has. It's like a gold with a tad bit of peach in it, and it looks very, very similar to Estee Lauder Heat Wave, which I do not have in my collection. So sad, I know, but this is super similar. This is a little pricey. I don't like the packaging for how much you're paying for the product, which is kind of unfortunate. I was expecting a little bit more with like the durability of this. It feels very cheap to me, but the product inside is absolutely gorgeous. That is what the swatch looks like. It is so stunning. It's so stunning. This is one of the most creamy highlighters I've tried. This is one of the actually first face products from Ofra that I have tried in my collection, and I was super impressed with it. Like I said, I don't really like the packaging. It's kind of flimsy, but the actual product is so stunning. It just glides on the skin. It doesn't highlight my imperfections or the texture on my cheekbones, which I love, and it is such a gorgeous color. It's actually quite unique because it does look like a lot of the other gold highlighters I have, but this has a beautiful peach undertone, which makes it just that much more special. I do have quite a few eye products. This one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. I hauled this in my drugstore haul. I am so obsessed with this. I have not put this down since I did that haul. It is so good. This holds up all of my eyeshadows throughout the day for so long. I have really creasy and oily eyelids, and so if I don't use an eyeshadow primer, by the end of the day, my eyeshadow is going to be all up into my brow bone. It's just not cute. So this has been an absolute lifesaver. I do wish it had a bit of a tinted color to it so it can kind of color correct my veins on my eyes. I'm obsessed with this. You cannot go wrong with Wet n Wild. Another Wet n Wild product, I actually just did a video on this, so if you haven't seen that yet, I will leave it linked down below. It is a review on the new Wet n Wild Fall Collection. This palette is so stunning. This is the Velour Vixen Trio. These colors just scream fall. I don't know what it is about this cranberry shade. It just makes it so special. I feel like it's just because it's a satin shade. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, but when you put it in your crease, it blends out flawlessly. I did do a demo of these eyeshadows in that video, so again, I'll leave it linked down below if you haven't checked it out yet, but these are beautiful. These scream fall. I'm so excited that Wet n Wild has come back with their color icon trios for limited edition products because they're so good. You cannot go wrong with Wet n Wild. Again, their just products are amazing. The formula is amazing. For $2.99, you just cannot go wrong. I'm obsessed with this. I was able to try out the Color Riche Pocket Palette in the color 104 French Biscuit. This is the color that I really used and I fell in love with from this quad. It's the one right there. It's so nice and super pigmented. I was actually pleasantly surprised at how well this blended out and just really buffed nicely into my crease. crease. I love this quad. The only issue I had with this was the shimmery black is not shimmery when you put it on your eye. The shimmer just kind of like puffs away when you put it on a brush. Other than that, I think this is really good. I know there were mixed reviews about this, but I actually really like it. I think it's really awesome. I do want to try out a couple other quads from the collection that are a little bit more colorful, but this is a great neutral one if you are looking for something to try from the drugstore. I'm actually quite impressed with it. This next product I'm so excited to be talking about because I mentioned in my drugstore haul, if this product was going to be a dupe for my favorite mascara primer, I was going to be the happiest girl ever, and I am. I'm so excited that this is a dupe for the Lancome Sills Booster. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Base Primer. This is a beautiful dupe. I don't go through it that much because I do wear falsies a lot, but when I don't want to wear false lashes on an everyday basis, I just have to use a mascara primer, and I feel like that one just does so much for my lashes. It gives them volume, it defines them, it gives them a little bit of length. This does everything and more, just like the Lancome one, so I'm so excited that I found a dupe for it. This was only $7.99. I wore it a bunch this month. I really put it to the test with a bunch of different mascaras, and I found that it just works beautifully with anything that I want to layer it with. So I'm super excited about this, and I think I found my new Holy Grail lash primer. Two liquid lipsticks that I've absolutely fallen in love with. Again, this was part of the Wet n Wild Fall collection. This is in the color Don't Be a Plum Plum. This was so beautiful. This actually surprised me formula wise because after that video, I wore it for a long time, a couple hours at least, and I ate with it. I ate pretty greasy food actually, so when you eat a lot of oils or whatever, it's gonna just kind of wear out, especially in the middle here, and I felt like this did not do that. It was so hard to take off. I had to scrub my lips with oil and a makeup remover, and it lasted. It's pigmented. I didn't find it to be patchy at all. This color is stunning for fall. It actually dries quite a bit darker on the lips than it does look like in the tube. I feel like this also pulls a little bit more berry when it dries down versus in the tube it looks very red toned, but nonetheless this is a beautiful color for fall and you'll be seeing me wear this a lot. This next look lipstick I actually wore in my 50 Facts About Me tag, and a bunch of you were asking what lip color I was wearing. This is the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the color Manhattan, and this was the first liquid lipstick I've tried from them and I'm obsessed. I'm actually gonna go on the site and order a couple more because this wore beautifully. The color is absolutely stunning and it's like a dirty plummy mauve, which I did not think I would like on myself, but I was pleasantly surprised with how much I liked it on me. So if you want to see this on me, I will leave the link for it down below where I wore this in that video, but it is beautiful. I think it's a really unique color. I definitely have nothing like this in my collection, and like I said, I love this formula. I'm definitely going to go on the site and order a couple more. So now moving on to my misses this month. My first one is probably going to be no surprise. I did a first impression on this and I just really did not like it. I actually tried it so many more times after that video and I just could not get it to work. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Longwear Liquid Foundation. This just emphasized every single piece of texture and pore that I had on my face. I've tried it with numerous primers, probably every single primer I have in my collection, and nothing made this look good. I wanted to love this so bad. I wish it worked out for me. I'm gonna keep it and try it because I'm using a couple skincare products right now that kind of deal with texture to see if that's my issue, but I don't have an issue with any of the other foundations that I love that give me a lot of texture, especially the one I'm wearing right now. This is a drugstore foundation and it looks bomb. So for like $40, I don't know if it's worth it for me because again, it just did not look good on my face. It controlled my oils pretty well, but the texture and the pore issue, I just could not get over it. So I wish I could make it work, but for right now, it is definitely a big miss for me. The other product that was a big miss for me was the Holika 3-second starter collagen version. I love the way this feels on my skin. I loved the way it hydrated my skin. It was like an essence, moisturizer, toner all in one. It was beautiful, but this broke me out. I was using nothing else that was pretty new in my skincare routine, and I added this in there, especially for the mornings because I'm pretty lazy in the mornings and I don't like doing like my 10-step skincare routine in the morning. So I wanted to try this as like a quick throw it on kind of thing after I wash my face and I toned it. This just broke me out and it took me a while to recover from all those breakouts. I'm still kind of recovering right now. So I just think this is a miss for me. I don't think I want to use it again or try it again because I don't want to deal with the breakouts and the acne and having to go through that again. I do love the concept of this. I think it's awesome if you're a lazy girl like me in the mornings, and I love the way it made my skin feel, but the acne and the breakouts just I could not handle. So I think my skin's a little too sensitive, but I wish I did fall in love with this. Alright, so that's it for my August favorites. I hope you all really enjoyed it and I hope you guys learned something today or found a new product you want to try out for yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all and I will see you all in my next video.